around the 31.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! Flex 38! Flex round! Flex Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Check nickel, nickel,
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Black round! Ohio! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah,
they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Now Carr throwing on second down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On play action, now Carr. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Carr to throw on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. Then a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. Let's round. Ohio.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Amir Abdullah. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, it's Carr. Now he's flushed out right, and he goes out right around the 39. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got him in. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. As they run the counter play. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go! Ohio! Here we go!
And they give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Here we go. Next round. Ohio.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So after the made field goal, they bring out the punter Shum to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Here we go.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Set to go now as the punter Jake Shum will do the honors. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw, it's Carr. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Hey, 734. Way down. That's it. Way down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Carr. Going up top. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's got it to Hearns. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
This will be taken short. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now they try the right side here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Little motion now from the tight end. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Ohio.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Steps away to his left. Throwing deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And give them a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. sack. They push him back to the 34. So now here's the kicker, Andrew Franks, in a pressure spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. That one good for 21 yards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a clump.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.